Hello and welcome back to the Pattern Course Brusher presented by Prospect Apparel. Today we are joined by the PFL 2022 lightweight champion, Olivier Aubin-Mercier. How are you doing, my man?
I'm good. How are you, Patrick?
I'm doing well. Let's talk about the championship fight, man. You got your back taken early in the second round, and then you knock him out later in the round. Were you nervous when he got your back because Stevie is such a good grappler?
No, I was not nervous. I mean, I practiced a lot of back escape, and I knew if I was just relaxed, it would be okay. For sure, he did like a really crazy submission, and to be honest, like we really tried to mimic this submission, and we don't know what the hell this is. I think even Firas asked Danaher what was this submission, and even Danaher didn't know what the fuck was that. So it was like a crazy submission, and to be honest, I'm so happy that it happened to Stevie in a high profile fight. It was really great. He did the highlight everywhere, and now unfortunately. I did the highlight with him too this year, but I'm really happy with what he did.
And I mean, that feeling when you knocked him out, you were overcome with emotions. What was that like going from, leaving the UFC, coming to the PFL and winning the $1 million? What was the first thing that went through your head when you landed the $1 million shot?
Oh man, like the weight of my shoulder, like was gone. I was so happy. It was really stressful, mentally hard, physically hard, and I put myself. I put a lot of pressure on myself. Uh, I wanted to prove myself that I was good. I was able to do that thing. It was the hardest thing in my life. So to accomplish it was really truly pure joy. And
Yeah.
I almost, what, I'm the kind of guy that feel that don't deserve anything. So when I won, I was like, is that it? Like, and then even the day after, I was like, I'm pretty sure like a freaking meteorite's gonna like hit the earth, and like even though I won, it would be for nothing. But like so far so good. When I received the money, when I received the belt, I was like, I can't believe it really happened. It did. So yeah, I'm really happy.
And the $1 million, man, that's just such an insane amount of money. And I want to know, what was the first thing you bought when you got that money in your bank account, my man?
I bought a really expensive Pokemon card, like Charizard card. I put that in a safe in a bank. I went to a bank and I said I want a safe, and they were like, "Oh, okay." And normally you don't say why you need like a safe. You don't say what's gonna be in the safe. But I was telling everybody at the bank. They were like,
That's that's
"Why
funny,
the
man.
fuck are you telling us that?" Like, God, it's so funny.
That is
So
funny.
yeah, I bought that Pokemon card just for the joke, for the story. And then I bought this bidet. You know what's a bidet?
Yeah, yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, it's so great. It's like when you go on it, it's like hot. Like
Yeah.
the seat is hot. Us boy, we when we go to the bathroom, like we stand, to do everything.
Yeah.
With the bidet, I sit all the time.
Yeah. It's definitely a good
And
thing
when I'm not at home, I'm mad, you know, because I cannot
because you
sit
can't
on
use
the
the bidet.
fucking. Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, fuck, I have to do it like the old way, the old primitive way. And then I do it.
And
Do you want to change subject? Because I could
yeah,
go
no,
on
I can,
for
I
like.
can, I can, I can move on. I was letting you finish your point. The check was so big. Were you able to get it through airport security?
Yeah, we were, but we actually lost it. We lost it in the hotel, and then we had to go back at the hotel, and we were like, well, I kind of lost my $1 million check, and they thought we were joking, but we were like, no, we lost it, you know.
Oh
And
man.
then they found it back. They found it actually, and now it's at the gym. You know, it's on the top of the of like just beside all the belts at the gym. So it's my coach is happy to have this big ass check in the gym.
That's great, man. And let's talk about this fight that's happening in 2 weeks. Shane Burgos, when he got announced going to the PFL, it came as a shock to many. Most people, I think, expected him to re-sign with the UFC. And so now, when you got the offer to fight Shane Burgos, how excited were you with that matchup?
Yeah, I was kind of excited at first, and I thought it would give me more motivation. But 24 hours after, it was all gone. You know, I didn't care. I didn't care about that matchup. I didn't care about anything, and I still don't really care. I don't feel I'm gonna fight in 2 weeks, so I really had to try to find my motivation elsewhere, and I did. Now I try to have a lot more fun training, to work on new things, to learn new stuff. Uh, so that motivates me. But the fight by himself, not really. I don't know if it's a good thing. I don't think it's a good thing, but it's okay. I'm good. Like I did my homework. I said that to the last interview. I follow all my stats, and my stats are better than the first fight last year. And I do think I look great in training right now. I do think I'm really really good, but I won't lie, the motivation is not there. Um, I'm not as hungry, but I'm as passionate that ever. That's the good thing.
So you mentioned motivation, but I want to talk about this training camp. Maybe with the lack of motivation, that comes with more hard work, right? Who have your main training partners been, and are you someone who watches a lot of film when you're in camp?
I didn't watch a lot of film. I watch a lot of. I think I watched a film with Shane Burgos versus one of my friend Charles Jourdain, and
Yeah.
I watched it like really fast. I think Charles did really good in this fight. Some say he won the fight, and I tend to agree.
Yeah.
That he did really really good. He did enough to win the fight. So yeah, I watched some stuff, and my training partner, like I think Mix Hall was still there. We have like this young stud at the gym. His name is Ian. So good, so talented. He's gonna be at 170. And he's really really good and really helpful in this training camp. And I'm really looking forward for him to go through. And he helped me a lot this training camp. And yeah, I think the training was really good. And I mean, there is Juan Lennes that came at the gym too. There is the all the guys from TriStar too. So I think I had a lot of a good training partner.
Yes, guys, have you wanted to train with a world-class UFC fight team? Not just any team, my team. All for the price of a coffee? Now you can. At Prospect Academy, we're not just doing tutorials with my boxing coach, jiu-jitsu coach, strength conditioning coach, yoga, sports physio, you name it, we've got it. We're also doing giveaways, competitions, exclusive discount codes, and many more perks of being a member. Join now at Prospect Academy.
And going into this season, it's week one, but you win this all going back to back. How exciting would it be to go back to back, be the back to back lightweight champion? Is that something that you really, really are pushing for?
Ah, yeah, bro. If I do that, like, what else there is,
Yeah. What else to do? Yeah.
So yeah, would be like such a great accomplishment. It would be amazing. Like life is amazing right now with last year because of last year, but 2 times in a row it would be crazy. If like seriously, if I win this year, like PFL is gonna be so big in Montreal. I think in Quebec, everybody's gonna follow that, and I think it's a big nice goal for me. To not only like I think last year I made a name for PFL in Quebec, but I think this year we could bring PFL in Montreal or in Quebec and make a big show. Bring a make a MMA great again in Quebec.
When I talked to Stevie, he mentioned the playoffs coming back to the UK for this season. Or like what he wants it to come back to the UK. Would you like to see the playoffs come to Canada? The UFC is looking at Canada. I think a lot of promotions are looking at Canada right now. Would you be interested in the PFL playoffs coming to Canada as well?
Yeah, of course. I think it would be great. I think it would be great for me. I think it would be great for MMA in general in for Quebec, and would be great for a lot of fighters here in Montreal. Um, I think like I don't know if I can do the Bell Center, but pretty sure I can do a smaller arena with the help of other fighters from Montreal. People from Montreal, they sell a lot of tickets. Some of those fighters, they sell so many tickets. So I think with those those people, I don't know, Alex Morgan, Fred Duprat, Nick Dufort, yeah, like all those guys that sell a lot of tickets. We could sold out any arena. I think maybe not Bell Center, but any other arena. I think we could.
And can we get a prediction for the Shane Burgos fight? You looking to make it 2 finishes in a row in your second PFL finish?
Yes, first round finish, KO
Quick six.
with spinning back fist.
Spinning back fist. I'm gonna hold you to that. If you don't get that, I'm gonna message you right away.
Oh yeah, are you gonna just message me like a chicken? Like puck, you didn't do it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the plan. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
The next part of my show, and then I'll let you go. I know you have another interview. Is quick fire. So just there's some questions to do with fighting, some not to do with fighting. Just some to do with your personal life. So
Is it about my bidet? I would like all the questions to be about my bidet.
do you want to talk more about your bidet?
Like how amazing it is?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Talk more about the bidet.
Okay, bro. Okay, it's so great, because not only the sea is really hot, but the water that like good, yeah, that wash you, it's hot
Yeah.
too. But at the end, it can even like make like the wetness go away with a little, wind. It's like I call it the south wind. It's a really hot wind that go. And to tell you the truth, like every day, I don't know, I was going 30 minutes in the bathroom. I'm probably at 1 hour and a half now.
1 hour and a half.
So my
just
so my time
that
did that. Yeah, it's so great, bro. It's like changed my life. It's like my new thing. I have my little coffee. I read the journal. I read the news.
And then you go sit on the
Like it's
bidet.
amazing. Yeah, and the good thing is it was a little bit expensive. It was like $300, $400, but I had points. I had Amazon points.
Yeah.
So I almost paid everything with my Amazon points, and so I was
You
joy
didn't have to
because
dent a million for that.
yeah, exactly. Could you imagine that? I wonder if I can put that in my taxes. Like for care. Like healthcare. I don't know. Like it's good for my
It's worth a
mind,
look.
that's for sure.
That's definitely worth a look, man.
It's like my little spa, my little happy place.
It's your new best friend.
Yeah. It is actually. Sadly, it is.
Oh man, that was great insight. Now I can title this interview Olivier Aubin-Mercier, Shane Burgos, and Bidet. That's going to be the title of this interview.
Awesome. That's great.
Well,
I'm happy that I said the truth, and when I said that I don't go to the bathroom standing up anymore. I always sit, you know.
yeah, it's definitely great insight. I think it's exactly what the people would want to hear, right?
Yeah, bro, because like, sometimes you're ashamed of that, but
Yeah, man.
not
I
anymore.
want to
I'm not ashamed of it.
two more things out of you just because of the PFL this Saturday tomorrow. I want to get your two thoughts on two fights: Marlon Moraes versus Brendan Loughnane, and Wilkinson versus Santos. What are your two predictions for those fights?
The two champ.
The two champions. Well, thank you so much for
Yeah.
joining me on the show. Have a great day and good luck on April 14th, my man.
Thank you, and remember, be there, man.